After climbing on and off again for 20 years, some friends of mine really got me back into it, Earth Treks climbing again. So I thought it'd be fun to go to Seneca Rocks and do a learning to lead course so that everybody's safe and on the same page. I just kind of wanted to share this experience with everybody because it was a real good time. And I think I learned more in 2 days of climbing with the Seneca Rocks mountain guides than I did in the last 18 years.
What do you think of the cliffs?
They look like they would hurt if you fell on them, man.
They big enough for you?
Yeah, start small. It's good, it's good. Oh, and there's the river.
Move, always kind of be able to move,
Okay.
but ideally we're going for the SOS, right? The orientation, 10 degrees out from the wall, and the surface area with all loops touching. But if you were worried about this walking up and out of the spot it's in, what would you want to do? Put a long runner on it, right?
Right.
That's alright, you got the first one pretty well. To make it look clean, we'll flip it. I always end up putting my sewing above. Seems to work out pretty well that way. And then we're going to do what we did again, as if this was one piece, right? It's no different than this to that. Something I haven't mentioned yet, but it's very important when you're leading, is it has to do with your first piece of gear. Yeah, really important that it is multi-directional. And I'm way back yonder, giving the belay. If you fall, it's going to make a pretty sharp angle going from this piece up to you, not pulling downwards on it. And if that was a stopper, it may cause it to be pulled out and up. And if the first stopper goes, every other stopper is then going to be going pop, 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 pop on zipper and the whole climb, leaving you with the piece that you just fell onto, and that's it. Does that make sense? Can you picture that? I'm sure there's sweet YouTube videos on it. As long as it doesn't fit back through, you can place it passively. That makes sense? Only with 2 axles. So for example, hang on to this one. These are a no-go. Single axle.
Cool. Ready for your first multi-pitch? Nice. Nice. Those good edges.
See, sometimes technique outweighs strength. Tom says his best year of climbing was when he was 40. So I got a lot to look forward to, I feel like.
So Nick, have you ever been this high on a cliff before?
You can't say that I have.
Remember how I was telling you guys that it's sometimes alright for your first piece to be straight out in the orientation? Not so much on this one, because I had to actually climb a little bit to get it.
Yeah.
And so now I have the potential to fall below it. So it needs that 10-degree orientation. With this cam, a lot would need to happen for it to get turned up and to be able to become wonky and whatnot. And if you're ever going to place a bunch of gear, it should be right in the beginning. Make sure you get a bunch of good pieces going. Try to get an eye. Are all the lobes touching? Yeah. Good surface area on the lobes. They're pretty even. There's a constriction below the cam. So no matter what happens to those lobes, it's probably going to end up acting as a stopper in that constriction.
Dixon, lean out and wave hi to the camera. Video. Which one are we on?
You're on Pollux right now.
We're on Pollux.
Yep. This one here is caster.
Okay. Which one's caster?
You're allowed to use that, but I end up not using it. Caster is the one to the left. The next crack system over.
You're crack climbing now, buddy.
Quick.
Holy shit.
Nice work.
I'm so happy to have been able to have a chance to climb that. That was hard as shit.